Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we have a new little background. I know I've been shifting things around. We've been kind of just moving a little bit, So we have a new background. Let me know what you think this lighting looks like, if you enjoy it or not. So it is finally fall. I'm so excited because it's finally sweater weather. The leaves are changing color, the wind is getting chillier. I'm so excited. I can finally pull out my coats and my jackets and bring fall fashion to life. This is my autumn look. If you would like to learn how to create this, keep watching. So we're gonna first start off with the Marc Jacobs color corrector in the color Covert. And this is the one that has the green and yellow tint, so it's gonna help tone down a lot of my redness that I have going on around my forehead, around my under eyes, as well as my nose. Then take a beauty blender and just blend it all in. Next, we're going to use the Dior Skin Forever and Ever Primer. This is amazing because it also has SPF 20, so it's going to protect your skin from the sun. You can wear this with pretty much anything. Even if you want to wear this by itself with a moisturizer, you're pretty much good to go. So this helps keep everything, intact with sun protection included into it, which is phenomenal. But first, shake it up, shake it up. Shake it. Then, just twist the top off and just take a little bit. I only use about, there. Maybe a little more than a pea size. Then I like to dab it all over my face first before blending it out so that I know I get an even amount all over. Going with beauty blender, just blend it out. Or you could do it with fingers, whatever you really like. I mean, it's up to you. So with foundation, we're going to be doing the Dior Skin Forever foundation. This is the one that has the most amount of coverage, as well as it also has SPF 35. So this is additional sunscreen that you can utilize. If you didn't have a primer or a moisturizer that had sunscreen, then this one would take care of it really well. So it's SPF 35. It's also it's also SPF 35, plus it's also a shine control. So it'll help eliminate any of those excess oil or excess glossiness that you see on your face that you're not really wanting. So for this one, yet again, shake it up, like the primer, just shake it up. Alright, then I'm going to take a few pumps. About 4 to 5, depending on how much you like. I like full coverage, so, I need to cake it on. So we're going to take the beauty blender, and we're going to portion it out all around the face so they all get a good amount. So here we're going to be using the Lock-It Tattoo Concealer from Kat Von D. This was a little sample that I actually got in color L3. So I'm going to use this under the eyes, just kind of, hide those dark circles. Use a little bit, don't go using too much because this is potent. Alright, now that's all blended and we're going to use a setting powder. We're going to use the All Classic Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Take your damp beauty blender, dip it in, and pat it out. Then we're going to be going in with Sephora's number 26 contour with the number 59 brush. This is a phenomenal brush if you're using it to contour or to apply on bronzer because it goes on effortlessly and it looks seamless as well. So just take it. I like to roll my brush around it, top off any excess, and blend in. Then we're going to be going in with the Fabulin Beauty Highlighter called Gold Driller right here. And we're going to be using the Morphe M510 brush. What you can do also is you can dampen the brush a little so you get that high intense shine. Ooh, look at that. Now we're going to be going with Fabulin Beauty's Soy Milk Highlighter right here. I'm going to intensify it a little more. For blush, we're going to be using the NARS blush called Taos right here. We're going to take the Sephora brush, the must-have number 50 blush brush. Since this is more of a fall look, it's okay to go with something a little more of a burnt orange or like a burnt rosy, dusty rose tone. And you know I like my blush, so I like to go a little heavier. So next we're going to be going in with the Urban Decay's Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer here. So we want to keep our eyeshadows on while we keep looking young. So I take about a quarter of a pea size. You really just need a little bit. You don't want to use too much. Then we're going to take your ring finger, just dab it on and pat it on. So I went ahead and did one eye already. As you can see, it's got this berry tone with the gold liner. So the gold, I'll teach you how to create that, but it's a mixture of two different pigments and glitters from MAC, and you just mix them together and apply it on. So with this eye, after applying on your Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, today we're going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette here, and the color we're going to start with first is we're going to use Cherry Cordial, which is gorgeous sort of burgundy cherry dark wine tone here. We'll be taking the Sephora brush number 10 to blend this all out. It's a nice blending brush. Then I'm going to take the Sephora white eyeliner jumbo stick pencil. I'm going to get the brow here. Now this step is a little more intense. If you don't like such a white finish, you don't have to do it. I just prefer the whiteness, so it really kind of pops out my brows and the color as well. Like that. And then just take your ring finger or pinky, either or, and just blend it in to your eyes. Now we're going to go in with a small flat shadow brush. I'm going to use a little bit of the champagne truffle right here. Pop it right over it. It helps sets the eye, but also it helps add luminosity to it as well. Going back to the blender brush, we're gonna keep blending this out, just like so. Then we're gonna take in a really small shadow brush, like this. And we're gonna take it and dip into Triple Fudge, which is the top, I guess you can say, right corner of the palette right there. Just a little bit, you don't want it too much. And then tap tap, and then start from the outside. We're going to blend inward. It's going to help define the crease as well as add more depth to the eye. Take the smudge brush, just going to blend it out a little more. As you can see, it's all blended in. Now we're going to take the small brush again. This time we're actually going to go dip into the Cherry Cordial and get the bottom lash line. Now we're going to go in and finish the eyeliner before applying on the glitter. So with eyeliner, I always utilize the Kat Von D tattoo liner to draw the essential lines and then filling it with pencil. So you got your outline of the liner drawn. Now taking a pencil, just fill it in. Here, this little stubby little thing, this is actually Lancome's liquid pencil. This black is amazing. It glides on super easily, and it is really, really black. That's why I really love it. And that's why it's a little short and a little nub, so I didn't use the cap for maneuvering. Now that your liner is done, we're going to proceed on with the glitter part of the liner. So I'm actually using two pigments, well actually a pigment and a glitter, both from MAC. So this is the MAC pigment in color called Roses. So it's this gorgeous sort of rosy tone with gold undertone. And then one is called Reflex Bronze. So it's a MAC glitter here. So it's called Reflex Bronze. So I'm going to take a little bit of both. I'm going to take a metal pan here. I'm going to mix it with some MAC mixing medium for the lash eyeliner. When you have everything mixed, it should look a little something like this. So it looks a little blotchy there, but it's pretty much a lot more bronze and a hint of that rose undertone. So when you actually move, you see that reflex of a rose base. So we're going to be using the Morphe's, which one is this? The E39 brush, which is a really small synthetic brush that you can mix with and also apply on small details. And don't worry if some of that glitter liner gets onto the black liner, you can always go back and fill it in. Then over here, we're going to flick it out just a little bit so it grazes just right along the black eyeliner. We're going to go back in with that tiny little brush, dip it in the triple fudge, and we're going to clean out the outer lines here just a little bit. So if you made any mistakes, don't worry. One last thing, we're going to take the big old fluffy brush, dip into one last time of the cherry cordial, and then just pop it in here, and then take the same brush underneath. For the waterline right here, I'm actually using the Clinique Skinny Stick in Angel Hair, which is number 7, and it's a white. With brows, I'm using the Anastasia's Brow Definer in dark brown. And lastly, for lashes, we're going to be using House of Lashes Iconic. I actually added a little more on the tail because I want a little more wispiness on the outside and a little more length on the outside as well. And finally, we're going to be finishing off the lips. We're going to be using NARS Salsa Lip Pencil. It's got this gorgeous sort of burnt rose undertone. And we're going to finalize it with the Fresh Petal Lip Balm. And of course, to finish and set the face, we're going to be using the Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. So this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching today. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and go follow me on all my other social media links down below, and come back and see me again. Bye, girl.